Hello, Year 5. This is your next literature lesson. It's Thursdays for this week. We're going to continue on with looking at the planets like we looked at yesterday. I realise I didn't actually tell you what the end goal was, did I? It's a bit silly from me. We're actually writing a magazine all about the Milky Way to inform other people. So we've informed other people about those British astronauts for a reason. We're going to try and inform the school. Hopefully, we're going to be able to hand our magazines out around school to really inform people in lots of other year groups about different planets, about all you know about the solar system, and we're going to really show off how good we are at writing in Year 5. Okay, match these sentence openers with their endings. Don't forget your punctuation. Can you underline, as a challenge this is, can you underline the part of the sentence which is the subordinate clause? So we've looked at relative clauses, and now we're going to look at subordinate. So you need to think about your subordinating conjunctions. I'll separate those a bit. Pause the video here. Have a go, match them up. Let me know how you get on. If you just want to write out the sentences how they should be in your books, that's more than fine, and that's a brilliant way to do it, I think. So yeah, whenever you're ready, off you go. Pause the video. Okay, right. So the sentence starters are when you finish your tea, if it's still raining. Thank you for asking. After I've been to Emily's, if you feel dizzy. The endings are: we will go to the fair. Put on your coat. I'd love a slice of cake. I'm going into town. So we'll match them up. So I think, in fairness, I think I've left them in order in a way, haven't I? So I'll draw a line to them. So when you finish your tea, we will go to your fair. If it is still raining, put on your coat. Thank you for asking. I'd love a slice of cake. After I've been to Emily's, I'm going to town. If you feel dizzy, you should sit down. Now, for it to be a subordinating conjunction, it needs a certain type of punctuation. Pause the video here and see if you can remember what type of punctuation it is. While I'm just doing this, I will tell you it is a comma, isn't it? And we've also missed full stops at the end. So I will put a comma there, 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 and they make sense now as proper sentences. So it gives that quick breather before you add extra information, before you do anything else. Again, it's like thinking about simple sentences. One sentence wouldn't make sense by itself. You said, we will go to the fair, put on your coat. We're adding information at the start this time before about the sentences. So we're saying what we're going to do before we do something else. Almost. It's a good way to think about it in that way. Right. The subordinate clause is the part of the sentence with the subordinate conjunction. This clause won't make sense by itself. So that's a subordinate conjunction. The if was showing we've got a comma there. Subordinate clause, main clause. If we just had this bit here by itself, if you take your medicine and didn't add anything else to it, it wouldn't make sense. We don't know what's going to happen when you take your medicine, do you? You will get better. If I just went up to somebody and said, you will get better, you'd know what I mean, wouldn't you? Okay. So, look at these sentences. Can you identify the subordinate clause, main clause, the comma, and if you want to go on to the triple chili challenge, can you find the subordinate conjunction? So the word that is the subordinate conjunction. Right, off you go. Pause the video and come back. Write it out in your book so I can see that you've done your starter when you come to hand in your books this Friday. Right. When you take off your shoes, you can come inside. I'll get my pen ready. So the subordinate clause is there. Because if I just said, when you take off your shoes, you wouldn't understand it just by itself, would you? It would be a bit silly almost by itself, wouldn't it? Because you don't know what's going to happen when you eventually do that. This is the main clause. I'll do in green. We find the comma, which I'll circle in darker blue. And the subordinate conjunction, for those that you'll have that have had a go at it, I'll do in orange, and it's just there. Okay, on this one, after the party, I went straight to bed. That's the subordinate clause. The main clause is here. The comma, obviously, we know what a comma looks like, but I'll circle it anyway, just so you know where it should go. And then where it says after the party, that is your subordinate conjunction. All right. For the next one, I'll do it really quick. That's your subordinate conjunction. That's your main subordinate clause. You know what your comma is, so I'm not going to circle that this time just to save some time. And we can all go to the park is there. Right. Complete these sentences by adding a subordinate clause to the start of them. Remember your punctuation. I'm not going to do this for you. These are your own things. Please write them down at the side of where you're going to do your work. So on the left hand, underneath where your success criteria would go in an ideal world. I'm looking forward to reading some of your interesting stuff that you're going to put in, okay? So yeah, have a go at it very quickly. And yeah, have a go, pause the video, move on. I'll move on now so we can quickly get on with it. Okay, right. Today we are going to watch a video that will introduce us to the sun and the different planets in our solar system. Whilst we watch the video, we're going to make notes on our fact file. So you've got fact file. I've filled this one in for you as best I can. And some ones like this. You'll all have sheets that look like this. Green groups, yours will look a bit different. We're going to watch the video that's on this link here. So if you want to pause the video now and type that in here, that video should come up. You'll be able to watch it again. It's a long video, so it's really, really important to pause it when you're making a note and then play it back. So, for instance, the first one that you find out about is the sun. So I wrote, the sun is a star. A star is a ball of hot, glowing gases. 1 million Earths would fit inside the sun. The sun is the centre of our solar system, the Milky Way. So you've used parentheses there by using brackets. The planets travel around it. Earth is 93 million miles away from the sun. That's just about 3 or 4 facts I've been able to find from that video. I know for a fact that if you watch it, you'll be able to find more. You've already looked into a lot of the planets, haven't you, in one of our first curriculum topic lessons on this. So you should have no issue in either remembering those or looking back at that. And yeah, and just being able to Google it. Find out as much as you can. This is really important. As you go through, you'll notice these. There's a lot of them. They're about all the planets in our thingy. There's even one for Pluto as well. I know that's a dwarf planet, but like I say, it is really, really important. I'll just get the other ones up just so you can see what it looks like. Just while it loads. Again, everyone's going to have this. Those of you who are in Mrs. Saeed's group or Miss Conley's group, you'll be doing the same. It's really, really easy to listen to. You'll have no problems whatsoever. And all of you, if you need any help, please get in touch with me or Miss Biggs using the email year5@hooklow.sheffield.school.uk. If you want to send us any of your finished work before Friday, that's absolutely fine, and I'm sure that we both look forward to looking at that. Again, is it loaded up? Yeah. So it just looks something like this. I'm not sure why it's gone over there. I'll move it over a bit just so you can see it. So it just looks something like that, which is obviously really, really easy for you. You just go through them all and find out as many facts as possible. The sun's on there. If you want to find any facts out about Pluto, please do on the back of the sheet. Just because it's not on there doesn't mean you don't have to find out any facts. And yeah, like I said, we're getting close to hopefully having you back in school. So make sure that you're looking after yourself and staying safe, because obviously we want as many of you to come back on that first day as possible. Okay, I'll see you soon and goodbye.